This technique has been passed down for over 100 years. And it's dying. In 2007, Tokyo Station needed restoration. Only one man was certified to lead this impossible task. Tokyo Station. Preservation and restoration work began in 2007. It was decided that May slate would be used for the restoration of Tokyo Station's roof. In 2005, Mr. Shimpei Sasaki, who had been officially certified by the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science and Technology as a holder of important intangible cultural property preservation techniques for slate roofing, was appointed to lead the roof restoration ceremony. In 2010, the installation of natural slate roofing began.
やっぱり一番嬉しかったのは日本で一番有名なところだし誰でも知っているところなんですよね、東京駅っていうのは。そこで仕事に携われるっていうのはやっぱり一番魅力もあるし、自分の仕事としても力を込めるっていうか、そんな感じでは挑みましたけどね。
Slate roofing is a technique in which thinly split pieces of slate are laid on roofs. From the late Meiji period through the Taisho era, it was widely adopted for the roofs of Western-style buildings. Tokyo Station was designed by Professor Kingo Tatsuno, a leading authority in the design of historic Western-style architecture, whose works can be found throughout Japan.
福岡の旧日生ビル、それは今福岡の記念館になってるんですが、そこはやっぱり辰野先生っていうのはどこから見てもその建物が見えるように角地に立ってるんですが、どこから見ても見どころを作ってるわけですよ。ですから円錐の屋根だったりドームの屋根だったり、あとは壁みたいな屋根でも R をつけた屋根とかいろんな形ができるんですね。だから一つの建物でいろんな吹き方があるんですよ。やっぱりあそこが一番難しかったし、一番私としては印象に残っている建物ですね。
Mr. Sasaki has been involved in slate roofing for 35 years. By practicing and researching together with his colleagues while learning from his master's techniques, he has acquired the skills he has today.
色あせもしない、風化しないっていうのが一番魅力で、100年ぐらいは持つんです。
The slate roofing process. The work process is broadly divided into 8 main stages. These include layout planning, eave stones, flat laying, verge edges, valley areas, wall junctions, hip ridge, horizontal ridge, and installing underlayment such as roofing sheets and felt on the roof for waterproofing. To mark vertical layout lines, 10 randomly selected slates of the material to be used are lined up, forming 4 to 5 sets, and a ruler is made based on the largest size. marking horizontal layout lines. This time, slates measuring 303 mm vertically and 182 mm horizontally are used. When laid in a straight pattern, the exposure is set at about 110 mm with a tolerance of plus or minus 5 mm. At the tip of the wide cornice board, a 7 to 10 mm mortar ridge is applied, and flashing is installed over it. This work prevents gaps from opening at the joints of the eave stones due to differences in slate thickness. Eave stones are laid so that, when viewed from the side, 3 layers are visible. Decorative stones are laid at 100 mm, 200 mm, and 300 mm increments. Because each piece of natural slate varies in thickness. The most critical aspect of flat laying is carefully matching the thickness, warp, and curvature of adjacent slates, so that no gaps open and the surface remains even. Verge edges are treated the same as eaves, with the layout extending 30 to 40 mm beyond the metal flashing. Since the slates overlap in 3 layers, a triangular space forms when viewed from the side. When wind or rain is strong, rainwater can enter through this triangular opening. So when installing verge stones, each slate is set in place while applying sealant one by one. For valleys, corrosion-resistant materials such as copper or stainless steel sheet metal are used, and whenever possible, the valley is made wide to increase the spacing between slates. Valley flashing is folded into a V shape, sponge material is inserted to prevent wind and rain intrusion, and sealant is applied to each slate as installation proceeds. wall junctions, L-shaped copper plates, are cut to about 90 millimeters in width and height, and approximately 250 millimeters in length, then inserted at each course so they do not protrude beyond the slate.
これは化粧なんです。今回はこれを逆に折るけど、ここはこの折り方が逆になるけど、ちょっと短くして、そうするとこう流れてきたやつが全部ここから流れていって中にも入らないし、化粧にもなるから。こういう感じだね。こういう感じでこの上になるから。
There are several methods for finishing hip ridges, including slate-to-slate rubbing joints and box ridges, where wood is installed at the ridge and wrapped with copper sheet. For slate rubbing joints, diamond-shaped copper pieces are fabricated and inserted at each course so they do not protrude, then covered by the next slate, so the copper remains hidden. When forming a box ridge wrapped in copper, framed slates are often installed beneath the ridge. In this case, before attaching the box ridge. Backing boards for mounting the framed stones, about 60 to 90 millimeters wide and 9 to 15 millimeters thick, are installed. These backing boards are slightly thicker than flat slates. When finishing a horizontal ridge entirely with natural slate up to the ridge stones, a line is first marked at the highest point of the ridge, and another line is marked 30 to 35 millimeters below it. Beneath the ridge capstones, sacrificial copper sheets, just enough to be hidden by the stone, are installed, and the ridge stones are set in place.
大工をやってた頃は親方から怒られてやめてやろうっていうのは何回もありました。でもスレートに関してはなかったんですよ、そういうことが。やればやるほどスレートに関して魅力を感じました。
When I first started, although expensive, natural slate was widely used on many roofs of high-end buildings in urban areas like Tokyo and Osaka, as well as in resort areas, due to the growing preference for natural materials. Because of that, Mr. Sasaki says he came to reaffirm its quality.
それで、これはやっぱり長くやっていかないとっていう感じでやれたんでしょうね。いろんな屋根ありますから、むくりって言ってこうドーム型になったやつとか、あと逆にお寺みたいに沿ったやつとかいろいろあるんですけども、そこにうまく持っていってなおかつ口を開かないように、そして隣の石と隣の石が同じ厚さでいくように拭いていくのが一番難しいところですね。はい、昔 と比べたら今のやり方っていうのは全然違う仕上がりになっています。例えば隅棟というものがあるんですが、棟をですね、寄せ棟という屋根があります。その時の斜めに落ちてくる棟があるんですね。棟から軒までのそこのところは昔は裏から押し切りというものを切りまして、で裏を見せてたわけです。でもそれじゃやっぱりあまり見た目が良くないんですね。そうすると角に来て丸いような感じに見えるんですよ。で綺麗に仕上げるためにはどうすればいいか、それでいろいろ試行錯誤しながらやって、まず先の尖ったところを金の子で引いて、そしてあとは押し切りで位置を切って、それを2枚合わせるのにヤスリですり合わせしてきたんです。それがいい仕上がりになったんですね。そこからじゃあこれはこの方法でやった方がいい、一番見栄えのいいところ、下から見てまっすぐに線が通る、そしてなおかつ隙間も見えない。だから一枚一枚が本当にもうなんていうんですかね、糸張ったような感じの仕上がりに見えるんです。でそれがやっぱり一番変わったところじゃないかなと思うんです。
By adjusting the force and angle, each stone, whose cut surface changes completely depending on pressure, is shaped with millimeter level precision as the slate is laid. The skills cultivated over 35 years have supported him and become a source of further strength.
現在で我々みたいにやってる人間って全国で10人いるかいないかなんですね。完全にそれやれるっていうのは。
The greatest concern is the shortage of successors. How to preserve and pass on this technique has become a major challenge. September 2012, completion of the Tokyo Station Preservation and Restoration Project.
何でも同じなんですが、例えば職人っていうのは一生勉強なんですね。
What he is currently experimenting with is how best to finish the edge details.
やっぱり満足したっていうことはないですね。やっぱりこれからももっともっとやっていかなきゃいけないというのがいっぱいあります。
Slate roofing, which has continued to pass down the skills of earlier generations, will now be carried on to the next generation.